Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Divine Tea with Luna. I'm Adwastya Luna and today I have a pick a card for you, and the topic is what are your angels leading you towards? Today, while I talk about the angels, I wanted to shuffle on camera and yeah, so these are the piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. just I just want you to have a better look at this shell, this sorry this other shell, right, and the last one. Okay, so why is it necessary to do a video on angels? Because it's very recent that I have come to know that angels do exist, and it's not just something that we talk and know about in the 3D world. It is very much a reality. There are angels protecting us and guiding us. They are higher dimensional beings. I think maybe seventh dimension. I might be wrong at that, but uh, yeah. So right now Earth is in this middle space between 3D and 5D, and so we are also getting in touch with beings who are of 4D consciousness. Some of them do not have the human form, and some of them do not have the human form, and they have other energetic or etheric bodies. Uh, but yeah, so the point is that angels are always guiding us, angels are always communicating with us, but we might think that they are not, because, well, that is how we are taught and that's how we've grown up, right? um yeah, this one here. Okay, so having said that, angels do exist, and one of the ways they communicate with us is via numbers. Okay, so it's been some time since I know about how the universe is coded in numbers. If you want to look up, go look up Fibonacci sequence. There is a whole video of ancient knowledge that is 7.5 hours long on YouTube, and it just really talks about how numbers have played a really huge role in our civilization since the time beginning. So one of the ways, and it's true that you the angels are always there, but you are not going to understand whether they are there or not. You want to come out? Okay. Yeah, the angels are always there. The moment you know that you are communicating with them successfully, like there's a 2 on 2, like they're always sending us signs here, there. But the moment you know you have successfully communicated with your angels is when you start seeing repeating numbers. Okay, it's really when you start seeing repeating numbers. And I have been seeing repeating numbers since, I think, last year December, and it so happens that every stage of my life I have seen, every stage has a different repeating number. Okay, so like right now I see a lot of 222s, 111s, 77s, 44. I see a lot of those numbers around. It will be different for others, and it's not just repeating numbers in a sequence like 111, 222. It is also about other kinds of sequences, like it can be 1 2 1 2, or it can be 1 2 2 1. Okay, so yeah. Okay, okay. So yeah. Uh, Actually, there is a whole other website. If you just Google, like yesterday itself, I saw 3737. Okay, and I googled it, 3737 angel numbers. So yeah, these are in fact very powerful tools, because angels uh, by default cannot quote unquote interfere. They can only guide. That is one of the laws of laws of the nature, that other dimensional beings cannot force, they can guide. In the same way, if we are talking about negative positive polarities, the positive ones guide us towards the better things, and the negative ones quote unquote manipulate us. Okay, because Earth School is very special, and by Earth School I mean this life our soul has chosen as um our soul has chosen to reincarnate on. This is a very special place. Yeah, back of the deck, the Hermit. That's the back of the deck energy, the Hermit. Okay. Eight of Cups. Okay, maybe this is for the collective. Okay, Eight of Cups actually means leaving behind something that is no longer serving you, leaving behind things which you don't resonate with anymore, which are not in alignment with you. All these recurrent things form a part of Eight of Cups. Okay, let me pull out one more tarot deck, and then we will begin. Um, yeah. So, like I was talking about Earth School, right? So, Earth School is difficult, but it is also a place where, yeah, where our soul, guys, wait, yeah, where our soul learns a lot, and free will is there. So nobody can actually interfere with our free will. So yeah, free will is very, 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 very necessary and forms an integral part of Earth life. Uh, if you have more questions, I'll actually suggest a book for you all to read. It's actually two books, so perhaps if you want, you can have three books. There's a book called The Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. There's also another book called Your Soul's Plan by Robert. I'm forgetting the surname. If you just Google Your Soul's Plan, um, Robert, it will come up. Okay. Eight of Pens. Okay. So, Spirit guidance for pile one. Okay, all of them threw off, but the cards were really good. Yeah. So angels are always there, and if you want, you can actually read a couple of books by Doreen Virtue and Diana Cooper. They have extensively written about angels and how many angels are there and what kind of things they do. So I don't want to go into depth about how many angels are there, or how many archangels are there, and how they are guiding us, and what each angel is doing. Like every angel is responsible for one aspect or the other of life. So I will not dive deep into that. Yeah. One more for pile one, and then we can begin. Yeah. Sticking out. No. Yeah. One more for pile 3. So this pick a card is mainly going to be about Page of Pens, learning something new, taking a new career route. I think that's for a lot of us. Like, look at me, I'm here. Okay. So, okay, let us begin. So the timestamps would be down below once more. I just want to show you, this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. Okay. So yeah, let's begin. So what are your angel guides taking you towards? What are they hinting you to go forward in? How are they guiding you, in which direction, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these piles up here. We can start, and I'll show you the cards eventually. Yeah, the first pile 1. Okay. Seven of Wands, Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Lord of Wands energy. I feel you guys are in certain conflicts right now, and the angels are asking you to take swift action. Okay, 8 of Wands, you got 8 of Wands, you have to take swift action. And this is also a spiritual pile, because you get the Hierophant. Okay, this one here, this is the Hierophant card. You got the Hierophant card. Yeah, and Wands is always about passion, so maybe what you're doing right now, it can be in any way, right? Love, relationships, work, finances. You are in a lot of conflict. It's like people are directly like pointing fingers at you and so on and so forth. Angels are asking you to take swift action, and I feel the swift action is towards some sort or some path of spirituality. Now take this as you resonate with it. You need to take a path. It can be anything, but it needs to at least I don't think it's going to kick start your spiritual journey, because I feel you guys are in some spiritual journey already, but what you're doing right now is not in alignment, okay, with what your soul's purpose is. And I do feel that you are supposed to become some kind of a spiritual teacher later in life, and that is also going to give you a lot of stability, because you got 10 of Pentacles. Okay, uh yeah, that's what I'm seeing for your pile. Okay, you've got to retract back and go in within. You have to be in solitude for some time, not in solitary but solitude. Okay, okay, 2 3 things. Okay, your 10 of Pentacles is going to happen. This is going to come in winter. Okay, wait for winter. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that are silently waiting during your quiet times. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. He is very traditional. He is actually the person, the like high priest. Okay, this is somebody who's very traditional, follows rules. People look up to you. People come to you for guidance. But right now you are in some conflict. General reading, so it can be anything. Okay, and because since it's a general reading and a collective reading, many people are going to have, it's going to fit into their lives in different ways, whoever chooses pile number 1. Quick and swift action, 8 of Wands, and give in to your passion. Okay, just I'm going to show you 8 of Wands there, and then give in to passion. Yeah, you've got a lot of fire energy helping you right now. And I also feel to step into this role, you need to do certain water rituals or cleanse yourself or heal yourself via the medium of water. It can be taking a spiritual bath. If you are lucky and you have a bathtub at your place, please by all means go ahead and take a bath and put some salts, light some candles with intentions. If you want, you can just inscribe on the candles anything that you want to be released, or better, if what you want to be, what you want to come true, you can just inscribe it in the candles, light them up, light some incense, and just go into this meditative state and give yourself some rest and solitude time away from the people. Because I feel this because this conflict is also blocking your wish and your will to take action towards this passion. So you need to start giving your passions a little bit of more importance. And remember, this is also going to give you good financial stability in the coming months. So yeah. And actually, if truth be told, I would have chosen this pile. Yeah, because I'm really drawn to this. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile 1. Now we'll move on to pile 2. If you liked my reading, please like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to hit the bell icon, because you will be up to date with all the new videos that I'm making. I took a break for some time, but now I'm back and I'm going to be uploading more frequently. Okay, pile number 2. For those of you chose this, by the way, all these 3 shell things, again I took it from a beach in Taiwan. For your tarot, okay, pile number 2, you got the death card. Okay, don't get scared, it's not about people are gonna die. No. This actually points at some major transformation happening for you. Okay, and you also have 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is, you actually got 9 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Okay, so you are hurting inside. You are going through a lot of heartaches and heartbreaks right now, and it's like 9 of Swords, right? It's like 9 knives in your back, and this card actually talks about how it is the end of the troublesome night. Because you can see, at least in this deck, Everyday Witch, yeah, the sun is rising behind her, so it's as if a new dawn, new hopes, new beginnings. And you also got 10 of Wands. It means you have been carrying a lot of load. Can you see? This woman is carrying so much load. She's carrying like an entire castle. Okay, she's carrying the entire castle. So actually, these 9s and 10s in the suit cards, they actually talk about how cycles are ending, or how the cycles are almost at the end. So even though, and the death completely fits into it. So however so painful it might be, you have to understand that angels are pushing you towards a new beginning, a new change. And don't be sad, you've got the 9 of Pence, you got the 9 of Pentacles, which means stability is coming, financial stability. You also got the manifestation card in the Fairy Oracle, and you also got ask for help. Okay guys, so this energy that you've been feeling, right, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, you can ask angels for help. And trust me, if you go into meditation and you actually ask, please angels, please help me and guide me, I'm telling you, they're going to help you. You will be getting some insights. You just need to believe, because let me tell you, all realities, all possibilities already exist. You just need to tap into that energy field. You just need to tap into that consciousness where everything is possible. Infinite possibilities, infinite abundance, infinite love, all of them are equally ready for you. So, whatever you're dealing with, ask for help from the angels. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And fairies say now is the time to ask for your angelic assistance. One thing I would want you to focus on is, like the manifestation card says, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestations, step 1. So what this card is actually talking about is that, of course, see, cycles are ending. Okay, cycles are ending, and hence you need to take a step forward. The angels are there to help you and assist you and to protect you. You just also need to be very careful about what is new, what is the new life that you want, or what is a new situation that you want in various aspects of life. Okay, and be very clear, and don't think small. You can think big, because angels are always like, you can achieve anything you want no matter how big it is. Okay guys, you need to have that faith within yourself. Learn from life. Again, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands energy. You've got to learn from life, because this cycle happened for you for a reason. Also, affirmation for acceptance. I do feel you are blocking somewhere. You cannot accept, because it happens. So when we are going through a lot of things, if we had accepted, then we would not be at 9 of Swords or say 10 of Wands. We would be in some other place. But this needs to happen for you guys now. You need to slowly start accepting it, because the later you do this, that much it will take that much more time for your manifestations to come true. So I actually suggest this to everyone. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It's going to open doors for you. And we really need to keep our minds still and positive during this time. Okay, pile 2, this is all I have for you. Changes are coming. Financial security is also coming. I think maybe that is one of the things you want to manifest really bad in your life. And ask for help. Ask for help. The angels are there for you. And accept what has changed. Accept what was and what is now. You have to accept and let go of many things. If you liked my reading, share, like, subscribe, and please press the bell icon. It helps me immensely. Also, if you want personal readings, the link and the number is down below. Just contact me and I'll be there to help you. Okay, pile number 3 for those who chose this. For those who chose this is your reading. Okay. 3 of Swords. Ouch. Heartbreaks. Okay. You guys might want to also check pile number 1, because pile number 1 also had 7 of Wands. And this pile also has 7 of Wands. Maybe there are some messages for you back there. You are going through a tremendous heartbreak. Maybe you've just had recently, you had a breakup, or somebody passed away, or somebody betrayed you. Okay, more than anyone passing away, I feel maybe they've passed away from your life. I do feel that you've had a major betrayal and heartbreak, and somebody deceived you, guys. Somebody deceived you, and That's what I'm seeing. Also, people are standing against you, people are pointing fingers at you. You actually have been cornered. Alright, I'll just show you this card. You see, you are this, and everybody has cornered you. So, yeah. It's raining outside. Yeah, it's raining in your heart as well. You also got the strength card. You need to embody this Leo energy of strength, of standing in your power, owning your power, okay? Because at the end of this, after this energy has passed away, you are becoming the queen. You're embodying the energy of Queen of Cups. She's nurturing. She is she's everything, an emotionally mature person or woman, actually, to be very, it's a very feminine card. Yeah, does not mean even men who are getting feminine cards, it just means that your feminine traits are going to be maturing or highlight are being highlighted during this time. So yeah, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is also that her cup is always filled. This is also a lot about self love, guys. Even though this card is not in reversed and all of that, the heart of the matter is still your own heart is filled with love. You cannot give love to others. So I feel all of these things, like this betrayal, it really, for some, like, and not a lot of people, for few people I do feel this is a breakup, and this is that one of those really bad breakups where your partner has betrayed you, or this is a third party situation. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry guys. I wish you heal fast, but till you don't love yourself, you cannot love, or sorry, till you don't love yourself, you cannot be loving other people without compromising on yourself. This is one of the uh, heaviest and toughest lessons life teaches us eventually, because yes, nobody has taught us what is self love. I mean, when I came across that term, I was really young and I was like, what? 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 What is self love? I mean, I knew love as in romantic love. That is the only love I knew, and like, even of course, you love your parents, but more than that, the basic feeling that you know or have towards your parents is loyalty. That they are my parents, you are protective. But of course, these things also embody love. But love as an unconditional love, because of the movies around us, and I'm from India, so Bollywood, we've grown up on romantic love. We only wanted some other guy or girl to love us. That is all we've ever wanted, guys. But yeah, right now I'm so sorry that you're going through this difficult part, this difficult point in your life. But listen, angels, life, spirit guides, they all teach us. They are always with us during these difficult points of time. And this pile has a lot of emotional healing to do, a lot of it. And you also got the motivation card, which I know you are low at right now, especially if you've had a breakup. And you also got the hope card. I actually like one. This hope card is one of my favorites from this deck. The deck is very beautiful. Shout out to Karen K for the Oracle of the Fairies. Okay, I'm gonna read out this card. Yeah, motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. I know spring has gone in the northern hemisphere, but people who might be seeing this video, who are in who are right now They are also, for them, the spring is approaching in a few months. So if even if you feel not so motivated right now, maybe the flower fairies come to you is going to come to you very soon. Also, hope is always there even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Guys, every negative event in our life can be used in a positive way. You just need to know how to channel it. In the beginning, you might definitely not feel what positive could have come out of me loving a boyfriend or a girlfriend and them betraying me or leaving me midway. It's just lessons, and for all of you, it's going to be very different. For some of you, it's going to teach you how to love yourself. For others of you, it's going to teach you how to be nurturing towards others. So the possibilities are endless, guys. So yeah. Okay, so for other two advice cards or oracle cards, we have plant the seeds, which I feel is a lot like this: motivation and hope. You've got to plant your seeds and wait for a season or two for them to flower or give you what you want. So I also see that right now it's not going to be like you're going to get suddenly you'll be like bathing in self-love. No, it's not going to happen that easy, but stick with it, okay? And connect with Gaia, Mother Earth. You have to ground yourself. One of the grounding exercises that you can do is you can walk bare feet onto soil and just let your feet absorb free electrons from the soil. This is a very, very good thing to do, and especially if you can manage, sit down in the soil and meditate. I think that would be one of the strongest ways to ground yourself. And that kind of grounding, if you do it for an extended period of time, it's like once you actually ground to the earth star chakra, then you're grounded for a long time or a lifetime, I feel. Yeah. For those of you who don't know what the earth star chakra is, I might be confusing it with some other name, but it's actually the chakra which is even root chakra is not actually our last chakra. Again, with dimensions, the number of chakras also keep changing. So in the 3D reality, we have 7 chakras. Some say 12, but the 12 chakras that we have, it extends into our aura in our etheric body. So yeah, guys, like always, I'll always ask you to meditate, because once you meditate, you can get attached with your, not attached, you can communicate with your angels, and you can do a lot more, guys. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Don't worry, I have an upcoming career reading very soon. In fact, I'm gonna work on it right now. So yeah, if you liked my reading, if you resonated with it, please comment and please let me know how you feel. Please comment and like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. It really helps me, and thank you again for all the followers that I have. It's been an incredible 2 weeks I've started this channel, and I'm really pumped up because I really feel tarot reading is one of my callings, and I'm here to help you all, okay? Also, let me know, suggest if you want any other topic that I should cover, even though I have lots and lots of topics I have to cover, but anytime I want to hear what you guys want to see, okay? Also, if you want a personal reading, the number and the email ID is down below. Please feel free to contact me, and that's it. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.